Sorry, welcome back. I ran out of storage and I had to fix that. I think I stopped at honoring Paul Lawrence from Spanish Town as a person who understood what the reggae dollar was about, and he had it included on his just tickets. So that's an ongoing event. That means that anywhere in the world, anything that was happening, we could use the reggae dollar to raise money for events or for catastrophes or for any emergencies. You know what I'm saying? So we really wanted to be there as a standing fundraising tool for any situation. If you could think of it as a type of collective GoFundMe, so that people don't have to set up GoFundMe's individually, it's like fund us continually. There's always a place we can go to if the cause is legitimate enough. Fund it, because we're gonna set it up in such a way that it makes sense socioeconomically and makes the money run right around the community. Because the money is always there. There's always a lot of money in the bank somewhere. It's just a question of making people legitimate enough to access it for the reasons that they need to access it. And that's what the reggae dollar is supposed to do. He said, reggae dollar come to free up the money. Reggae is about freedom. It looked like so much money is captive in their money prison, at the bank of the money prison. See, so it's like the reggae dollar come to break down the prison wall and free up the money. So anyway, let me continue. So let me just get to reading this letter so we can get to the nicer parts, which is the interaction with the people. So let's get the official things out of the way. That reminds me of the days of meetings at 12 Tribe, you know, because I grew up in 12 Tribe. Jamaicans grew me up, Jamaicans is a long story, but almost everything that I'm going to present to you is a result of actually interacting with a Jamaican, one way or the other. So I have been so in touch with you that many people believe I've been to Yard or that I'm from there, but I'm not. I haven't even been there. And I'll tell you the reason why I haven't even made an effort. I'll tell you the reason why I even refused to go to Jamaica at one point when I got the opportunity. And I hope then you will understand what type of person I am and how much I love Uno. So you will see. But anyway, 12 tribe meetings, right? They're funny meetings, because the official part of the meeting, well, man and woman supposed to kind of like talk certain things where you would use the Queen's English and all of that, like the official part of the meeting and everything. Certain question come up and man just quiet, or everybody just holding their peace, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like, and you feel like nobody have nothing to say, you know? But just let the official part make that done. Once that's over, man start roll up the fit him spliff. That's when the reasoning just busts out of the people and you start to wonder and say, why all these things you're saying after the meeting, why you never say them at the meeting? You know what I'm saying? It's like it was always like that. But having grown up in Africa, I know that phenomenon very well because you see, in Africa, we have our vernacular language, and at school he got punished for speaking that language. So I've got to tell you these things because we are one people and we got to build this foundation. We got to really legitimize why we're going to be selling the reggae dollar. So you remember the talk that was with Buju Banton and Afrobeats and all that kind of on that level. Now we are the same people, and that's how it is. See, no disrespect to Buju. Buju has got very many legitimate points, and we're going to follow up on those points later on, right? Anyway, Africa thing, vernacular language in school, bright kids in class, ask the question, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they're so afraid that if they're gonna answer the question in English, the other students are gonna make fun of the English. Say why that English man, you can't manage the English language. So everybody becomes self-conscious because of the language, and so the interaction doesn't happen, and you don't develop your intelligence to the level it's supposed to do. One of the main things we have to change about schooling in Africa. So big up to Ibrahim Traore, who's actually making people wear traditional clothes as judges and lawyers and those type of things, because it's very important to have things in the vernacular. Here in Denmark, for example, if you say carbon dioxide and all these Latin names for science and everything is put in Latin, And the Danish, they say, no, 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 we make a Danish name for everything. Okay, so you have kooltwoilte for carbon dioxide. You understand? So naming a thing is a very important thing. That's why Adam was given the power to name everything in creation, right? From you can name it. It's only the ones who owns it who name it. Who can name a child except the parents? It's your child. You're the only one who got the right. People can suggest the name, right? But only the parents can name it, right? So from that point on, they said, well, you can give them nicknames and everything, but the official name is the parents who give it because they own the child, basically, so to speak. So when you name things, you're the owner of it, which means that we humans, are the owners, or Adam was the owner of the earth because he was given the job of naming everything. So you need to know that you are landlords and the owners of this planet, and that the devil is fighting against that particular concept, or whatever. So now, that's far. I've lost track of everything that I wanted to say. Well done. Yes, we're back at the 12 tribe meeting. The man them, after the meeting done, when time come to roll spliff, that's where everybody's talking and all of that. So look, what I'm trying to say is, let me just read this letter and then we can get to talk. Let's get past this part of the meeting and then we can talk about everything else right there then. Oh my gosh. Now, Rasta, I got to find the letter to the Jamaicans, all the Jamaicans. Like I said, this letter is an underpinning for the initiative taken by the Minister of Sports, Youth and Culture, I believe, Babsy Olivia Grange, when she got reggae inscribed into the onto the UNESCO list of intangible heritage of humanity, I believe. I think I said it right. That was in 2018, and a lot of people did not know what to do with that. You know what I'm saying? There's like, oh, some was suspicious and all of that, but it's the best strategic thing that ever happened. And I got to big up Babsy for that. I got to big you up for that. We might not make the letter in this part because it's like I'm running out of time already, but it's cool. It's a nice build up, isn't it? It's a good build up. Look at us, Rasta. I'm looking for the letter and I can't find the letter. No, Rastafari. Here we go. Thank you, Jamaica. Thank you, Jamaica. Reggae Tithe. Reggae Tithe. There's a lot of things that tithe. Reggae Tithe. There's a lot of things that we have for you over here. You better know that we got a lot of things up there for you. We're going to bring you the party with the reggae dollar. Okay, look like I missed that train. Rasta. Okay, let me just round off this video. Okay, that was like a meet and greet, Jimmy Anderson. All right, and then we'll get into the letter properly. So look forward to the letter. The letter is a response to the Minister of Culture in Jamaica, and we'll get that out the way. Then we can get back to reasoning in our vernacular as a people and one people. And what a celebration! What a beautiful people you are, Jamaica. You have made my life richer since my age of 18, 17. The first Jamaican I met was Ziggy Marley. And I was blessed to go to London from Denmark, and I met many more. And it's just been Jamaicans as I grew up. It's many years now. But all along the way, getting me into what I need to be doing as Jamaicans. So salute Jamaica, and we're going to do the best thing. And I'm going to tell you the reason why I did not come to Jamaica when I had a chance to come to Jamaica. All right? Blessed love.